Hey guys, I want to take this opportunity to show you my vacation to the Florida Keys. It was absolutely amazing. I would have to say, if you ever get the chance to go there, go there. So much pirate history and treasure and all sorts of cool stuff out there. So can't wait to share it with you. And let's go on a little adventure. All right, here we are in Florida. We're in the Florida Keys, secret location. Been told there's treasure right out there. So I'm gonna do some treasure hunting, but today we're going fishing and snorkeling. Really beautiful area. Just doesn't get a lot prettier than that, right? Really gorgeous. So when the tide drops, I'm gonna go out there and do some detecting. We'll see if there's anything out there. All right, we started in Islamorada, which is right past Key Largo. It's about 75 miles from Miami Airport, kind of close to the halfway mark to Key West from Miami. Stayed in this amazing house, crazy, right on the water, right on the Atlantic Ocean, absolutely beautiful. And we even had peacocks running around on the beach. Check out the giant tarpon.
Dude, those fish are huge.
Nice hat.
Yep, I'm representing. I love it. Dude, those things are just massive.
So our friends chartered this boat, and we're heading out 3 miles into the Atlantic Ocean. Way out there, there's a lighthouse way out in the ocean, and there's a reef. It's an unbelievably shallow reef, absolutely gorgeous. And so once we get out there, we're gonna do some snorkeling. But this boat's doing about 60 miles an hour right now, so really fast, super fun. The story goes that in this particular channel, after a hurricane, there was a pole sticking up, and a toilet seat had accidentally gotten hooked on the pole. And so from then on, the tradition was to go out here and put poles down and put toilet seats on them. And they're all personalized with all sorts of things like Bob's Biggest Catch, or Larry drinks here, and all sorts of stuff like that. But really kind of neat. This whole channel has nothing but poles and toilet seats. Where we're going. The reef out here. That's where we're gonna go snorkeling. Check out the old lighthouse. Sorry it's a little bumpy. We're doing about 45, 50 miles an hour. All right, we made it to the lighthouse. Absolutely amazing out here. Getting ready to go snorkeling. All right, the water is amazing, about 80 degrees, crystal clear. If you look closely, you'll see a mermaid and a manatee, so it's kind of cool. Forgot to bring my GoPro, so unfortunately I just have still shots. Unbelievable trip out to the reef. So pretty. It was unbelievable. And beautiful sunset, getting to hang out with Kendra and my family, and what a blast. Just so great. Now we just got back from an unbelievable snorkel trip, and check this out. It's kind of cool. This ship came off of the anchor of the 1733 San Felipe, part of the 733 fleet that was lost out here. Pretty epic. It's a really cool Polaroid picture my friend Mike took of the lighthouse. By the way, he is a published Polaroid photographer, so if you want to check out his book, it's called Of Potato Heads and Polaroids, and I believe you can get it on Amazon. Getting ready for our paddleboard adventure. Got Mike, Jackson, and we got Henry, my first mate here. And we're heading on out. I'm going to try to make it to this little island and see if there's any treasure over there. We'll see if we actually get there or not. Okay, yesterday I was at the Marina. I was talking to an old guy. They call him Old Man Crowley. Old Man Crowley told us that we're on Islamorada, which is old atoll out here in the Florida Keys, and that there was actually a fleet of Spanish ships in 1733 that sank out here. I did shoot a little bit of the anchor that they have up in the marina, but we were told way out there to the left, there's another island, and over by that island is actually part of one of the shipwrecks, and they still have never salvaged it. So we're gonna go out now and see if we can find the gold and silver that's out there. We're sure of it. So I'm pretty sure when we come back, we'll be laden with lots of treasure.
Yes, sir.
I got Mike,
Hey,
my
sir,
first
Pirate.
mate.
Yes, sir, Pirate Mike.
He's got his hat. We got Henry right there. We got Jackson way out there.
Jackson's already doing reconnaissance.
Jackson's already looking for the treasure.
Ahoy! There goes Pirate Mike and his salty crew off to find the treasure. Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate's late for me. May you find all the treasures your heart desires.
Did, because I found Kendra.
There goes Pirate Mike and his salty crew off in search of treasure.
Fortunately, the wind picked up and we never made it to the island. Therefore, we never got the treasure. Here we are at Robbie's Marina. I'm with my ball and chain, haha, and very pirate themed. We're gonna feed the tarpon. Wish me luck. These things are gnarly. All right, before we take off on our trip down to Key West, we're stopping at our favorite restaurant over here, Mile Marker 88. Try the hogfish for sure. Unbelievable view. The sunset's amazing. And then we're going to head down to Key West, which is unbelievable. And this is actually a 7-mile long bridge we're getting ready to go over. All right. We were in Key West. We stayed at the Ridley House, a little bed and breakfast. Really, really nice. Built in 1884. We also went to Ernest Hemingway's house, which is really interesting. There's a sea captain that gave him a 6-toed cat. Cats are lucky on ships, and they're all over. There's 60 some of them right now. Actually, 59 of them. It's one of the cat's houses. Isn't that crazy? And then they had a pool built. His wife had a pool built when he was actually out on location someplace. This is actually where he wrote most of his top-selling works. He was a war correspondent for a lot of World War II. This is a lighthouse that was visible outside of his bedroom window. And it actually used to be a lot closer to the ocean, but it was actually destroyed originally in a storm. All right, we're walking up to the southernmost part of the United States. We just got done at the Hemingway house. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to video there, so I'll have to rely on the few pictures I did take. But this buoy right here marks the southernmost spot of the United States, which is kind of cool. Pretty neat. And out there is open ocean. Lots of shipwrecks, lots of pirate treasure out there. This fence we're walking along is actually the site of the original Naval Marine Anti-Pirate Squad. It was established in 1823 to combat all the pirating in the Caribbean. There is the most southern point, right there. Cuba's 90 miles away. All right, we're gonna go give it a shot out there. We got about 25 to 30 mile an hour trade winds blowing. Unfortunately, it's high tide right now, so there's not much beach that we can go out on, and there really isn't much beach here anyway. It's about 5 to 6 feet as far as the eye can see out there, so it's not very deep. But Henry and I are going to give it a shot. We'll see if we can find anything at all. That's what we're working with. You can see a lot of debris has floated in since last night. Lots of this seaweed or seagrass all over the place. That's all relatively new. So again, we're just going to go out here. There's a little sandbar out there that may or may not have anything. I did see a top of a can there the other day, but we'll give it a shot. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I have a high tone down here, 81 to 86. Boy, it is really hard to dig in. You're gonna have to let that one go. Whatever it is, it's down there. Now there's a 46 right there I tried to dig. I think it's just gonna be aluminum. We're gonna let that one go too. All right, so far we found about 5 targets. We haven't been able to dig anything because it's really hard to dig out here. I have a high tone, and I think I actually, for change, may have it in here. Oh, that's wild. What is that? What the heck is that?
Is that like gold?
It looks like melted gold, doesn't it? Huh.
I'd say that's.
I mean, it's not very heavy. Should be much heavier if it were gold, but yeah, it's kind of wild. It's also a high tone. I'm inclined to think it might be aluminum that's just colored that color. But what a trip that is. All right, so far, the only thing we've dug up. How pretty is that? That's where we're staying. And that blue is a specific kind of blue down here in the Caribbean, and what it's designed to do is mimic water, and spirits won't go into it because they won't travel over water. At least that's what we were told yesterday on our ghost tour. All right, Henry and I want to show you what we were hoping it was going to look like out here. So we're gonna reenact the discovery of Anne Bonny's treasure. Oh, you gotta keep the scoop away. Okay, right here. No, I think it's still in there.
Here?
Keep going, Henry, keep going. No, right here. Still in there. Here, let me see. I'll see if I can get it for you. So I think we're missing it. Well, don't do that because you'll... Here, let me see. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. Here. Huh. No. Try right. Okay, here you go, Henry. All right, let's see what Henry has in here. Take it in the water. Take it over the water, yep. And then let the water do the work. Okay, bring it over here. There you go. Keep scooping it out. Let the water do it. And then bring it up here on the dry land.
Pour it out.
Spread it out right there. Did you see anything? Now let me see if it's in there. Hold on. Gotta move the scoop though. There's something right. You see anything? Oh my God, what is it? Oh my God.
Going.
It's a Spanish pirate coin. Let's check that out, Henry. That is 100% legit from the gift shop. Let's go see if we can find anything else. Okay, I've got a high tone. This is acting like silver for sure right here. Right here. So dig. Step on the back of it. Yep. You know, now hold it over there so I can see. Nope, still there. Yep. Step on it. Okay, hold it. Hold it over here. Nope, still down there. Okay, now wait. Take it over here in the water and rinse it. There you go. Pretty sure it's silver. It sounds, it was a 90 or 95. Did you get anything in there? What'd you get?
No way!
Oh my God, it's a piece of 8.
That's
Dude.
crazy.
And it still has glue on it from the packaging. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can find anything else. Okay, I've got something right here. Oh, right here. Actually, let's try right here. This one sounds kind of like a gold ring. Nope, not going to be in there yet, I don't think. Nope. You gotta remember, the pirates buried their coins pretty deep here. Okay, go like that. Now, go like that. Okay, now scoop that away though for a second. Okay, should be in there. So take it over here, rinse it. Let it rinse. Let the basket rinse. This time we're gonna hold it up so I can see if there's anything in it. Hold on. Hold on. Don't pull it out yet. Oh, rinse it again. Oh my God! Wait, what is it? Hold on. Hold on. Leave it in there for a second. Is that gold? Oh my God, Henry!
No way!
No way! That's a Tuascudu gold coin, otherwise known as a doubloon.
Yeah.
Dude, let's check that out. Don't show the glue side. Here's the side from the glue that was in its packaging. All right, well, that's the extent of Henry's and my metal detecting here in the greater Florida Keys, but we had a lot of fun checking out other sunken treasure that other people found. Thanks, Henry. All right, guys, well, we had not much of a wrap up. And here's the big problem is we actually, my first mate, Henry, dropped the actual thing that we did find, so we really don't have any way to investigate what that was. And we also lost one of our pirate coins, but that's the extent of our wrap up. Thanks for watching. Guys, you're interested in what I use at the beach, I do use CKG titanium sand scoop. If you go to the description of this video, there's a link to their website. You can use Pirate Mike as a discount code and get anything off their website you like. I also use Tony Eisenhower waterproof headphones, and I use a MindLab Manticore detector. All right, that's part 1 of our incredible adventure in the Florida Keys. Check out part 2 next week, and you're going to have all sorts of real treasure that was brought in by Mel Fisher. All right, a lot of people have been asking how to get Pirate Mike shirts. I used to try to ship them out directly. It was an absolute nightmare. My printer hated that I was only ordering a few at a time. Super expensive. Didn't make a lot of sense. So if you guys are interested, just go in the description. There is a link directly to Spring, and you can order all sorts of shirts and stickers and all sorts of good stuff. So again, if you did want Pirate Mike merchandise, that is how you do it. So again, just go in the description. If you have any questions on how to find it, I can also send that to you. If you just comment, can't find it, I will send that to you as well. Hey guys, Pirate Mike here. Just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I have no idea why I do this, but every time I find a $50 at the beach, I stick it in my eye. Again, I sure hope you like my channel, and thank you again for watching and for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Sure love it if you guys would subscribe. You can just click on my head right here, or you can watch either of these two videos.